Hey, what's up, Adventure Fitness? I've got some fun for you today. We're gonna go back to strength. We're gonna slow things down a little bit, create some time and attention. It's an awesome way to find strength when we don't have a lot of weight to push around. So, which is typical for most people at home. So here's what we got. What I need you to do is find some sliders if you've got carpet, some paper plates if you've got carpet, some kind of rag or towel if you've got hard floors, okay? So we're gonna use these as sliders. If you've used them here before, then awesome. Here's what it's gonna look like. So we're gonna start with a slider reverse lunge. Okay, I want you to put your toes on each slider piece that you have, whether your paper plates or your rags. Let me back up. We're gonna go 60 seconds of work. And I want 10 reps in there. So if you do the math, that's 6 seconds per rep. Okay, 15 seconds of rest in between each exercise, and 3 to 4 rounds, 30 to 60 seconds of rest in between each round. So you've got your sliders. We're gonna go into an alternating reverse lunge. Okay, so you're gonna slide one foot back behind you, drop this back knee, keep this torso tall, drive back to the top, switch legs. Back down, back knee, focus on this back knee dropping, drive to the top, come back down, okay? And again, slow and controlled. So down, 2, 3, pause for a second, 4, 5, 6, coming back up. Okay, slow and controlled on the down, driving strong on the way back up. Okay, from there, you've got a reach out. So, if you need a mat for your knees, go for it. Grab it, hands on your sliders. Come out straight strong to a plank position, modified on the knees, okay? Super difficult. If you can do it on your toes, then go for it, but we're gonna start with the knees, and because I like to see bigger range of motion rather than shorter range of motion. So, here we go. One arm is gonna stay underneath your shoulder the whole time. It's gonna go down into a push-up. The other arm is gonna slide straight out overhead, and you're gonna push back up and alternate that. Okay, so straight, strong core, keep it in line the whole time, slide out long, slide it back in, and back to the top. If you need to modify this, just don't go out as far, okay? Shorten that range of motion up, drop down, push back up. Okay, from there, you're gonna slider shelk. So shelk stands for supine, which means on your back, hip extension, leg curl, okay? So heels in the slider. Lay down on your back. So now I'm supine, hip extension. I'm gonna fire the glutes, drive the hips all the way up, keep these glutes tight. Make sure we're not pushing through our lower back. It's easy to think, oh, I can get my hips higher if I push through my lower back, but I want your hips to stay nice and neutral. Only push through your glutes. Okay, leg curl. I'll show you the full thing and then I'll break it down because this is a challenging one as well. So arms can be relaxed, slide it out. Okay, nice and long, drag the heels back in, back to the top. Notice my hips stay up the whole time. Okay, so sliding up, driving back in. That's the goal. This is challenging, so if you need to, slide out, drag back in. My hips are still off the ground, but now they're bent, then drive back to the top. Okay, slide out, drag in, drive back up. So, and then your next way to break this down, make it a little easier, is to slide one foot out and then drag it back in. Alternate it. Drag it back in. Slide it out. Drag it back in. Glutes, hammies are lifting up, keeping you nice and strong on that. Next up, an alligator drag and a bear crawl. Okay, alligator drag. I'm not gonna lie, it's super difficult to make sure we keep this core strong. So I'm gonna start with the bear and then I'm gonna build to the alligator. Okay, bear crawl. You're going to be hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Okay, head, shoulders, hips, straight in a line. Pop these knees off the ground, then opposite arm and leg, little step, little step, little step. Okay, it's not a fast bear crawl. It's gonna be slow and controlled because I do not want these hips rocking around. Okay, if you've got 5 feet, go 5 feet forward, 5 feet back, but try to make sure this core is super strong. You're not rocking side to side. Progressing this, we're gonna go into sliders. Okay, toes will be in your sliders, whichever kind you have. You're gonna plank it out, straight strong. Head, shoulders, hips, knees, ankles, straight in line. I like to turn my hands out, makes it a little easier on my wrist. Now I'm going to walk forward, walk back. Okay, if you do need to get off your wrist, you can take a mat and we go into more of an army crawl. So, slide this here, so we'll drop down and army crawl. Okay, because of the nature of this, if you're dragging with your arms, what happens often is we start to pull, and if your core is not strong enough yet, then your hips will drag here, okay? Then you feel it a ton uncomfortable in your low back. We do not want that to happen. So if you need to, reset the core and go back to it. Bottom line, the foundation of this is a plank, okay? If the drag is too challenging, if the bear crawl is too challenging, just find a plank, set it up, lock it down, modify as needed, but just build that strength so that in the future we can build up to that alligator or bear crawl. So from there, last we've got a prone press. Let's bring back the mat. This one does not require any sliders. You could use like a broomstick to help with form a little bit on this, but we're gonna come down, targeting the back again. We're gonna look straight down at the ground. Imagine if you have a broomstick in your arm, you're gonna lift your arms up and then come back behind you. Okay, so you imagine your hands are coming behind your chest, your shoulders are retracted back behind you, you're looking straight down at the ground. You are not lifting your torso up off the ground. Keep it down and low, and shoulders retracted, lift it up, bring it back down. Slow and controlled reps there. We're really targeting the back, and just in getting after it. It's challenging if you don't have weight to lift or your body weight to hold on to something and pull yourself. It's challenging to target the back. So take that slow and control, let time under tension work for you as you build strength there, and get after it. Adventure Fitness, Athletic Club, get it, and we'll see you soon.